Given the COVID challenges, we have had to introduce certain measures, but there are those which remain conventional. For instance, polling or voting. The current law provides that polling shall be by an individual voter having been duly identified as a registered voter, as the genuine voter, and coming in person to a polling station. So polling is going to remain a traditional or conventional way of voting as we have been doing in the past. However, the Commission will have to put in place the standard operating procedures at every polling station to ensure that the lives of the voters are safeguarded. For instance, people have to come with masks. We shall put in place all these sanitizers and hand washing equipment and the water and soap and so on and so forth. We shall observe social distancing at polling stations. The idea of having maybe 100 voters crammed next to one another will not be allowed. We shall, as I said, we shall be issuing the guidelines in due course, in detail. But for now, that's what we as Commission envisage, that at a polling station, we must observe the SOPs. As I say, the media is going to play a key role in this process of enabling those aspiring, enabling the nominated candidates to reach out to their voters. We intend to have a discussion with the Ministry of Information, together with the other relevant agencies like Uganda Communications Commission, the Media Council, so that this matter is well articulated and appreciated by the media operators. That this is a process we are undertaking not to curtail the rights of the candidates to reach out to their voters, but it is driven by necessity to preserve the lives of the people of Uganda at individual level. If you really want to lead the people and you care about their well-being, you should avoid those acts that will put their lives in danger by exposing them to the virus. So we want to appeal to the candidates, or to the aspiring candidates, and all stakeholders in the political parties and other civic society organizations, that let us be mindful of the need to preserve the lives of the people of Uganda. The idea of postponing elections is not for the Commission to determine. I have said we are driven by Article 61, Clause 2, which has already set the benchmark or the timeline within which we must execute our mandate. That has not changed at all. And therefore, we are proceeding on the premise that the Constitution commands us to hold these elections within a specific time frame. And therefore, in those circumstances, we must devise means amidst the challenge at hand of how to comply with that constitutional requirement. The idea of postponing elections is not for the Commission to determine. I have said we are driven by Article 61, Clause 2, which has already set the benchmark or the timeline within which we must execute our mandate. That has not changed at all. And therefore, we are proceeding on the premise that the Constitution commands us, to hold these elections within a specific time frame. And therefore, in those circumstances, we must devise means amidst the challenge at hand of how to comply with that constitutional requirement.